Summit, it's the World Summit Award. Naija, it's the World Summit, it's the World Summit, it's the World Summit Award. It's the World Summit Award. Oh, recognizing inventors is the World Summit Award. Oh yeah, celebrating good people. Anticipating now to see innovation from every nation now in science and technology, education and health, entertainment and e-business. Come hold my hand now so I could take you there. It's the World Summit Award. Recognizing inventors is the World Summit Award. Oh yeah, celebrating good people. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh no, oh no. See all these people looking so beautiful. So beautiful, from different nations, different colors and tongues. We are united by love, sent by God from above, taking the whole wide world by storm. So hold your breath now. I know you like what you see. You like what you see. You like what you see. Recognizing inventors is the World Summit Award. Oh yeah, celebrating good people. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh no, oh no. Welcome Africa, no. Welcome Asia, Europe, America, you welcome Australia. Welcome Africa, no. Welcome Asia, Europe, America, you welcome It's the World Summit Award. Recognizing inventors is the World Summit Award. Oh yeah, celebrating good people. Production.
So good day all. Thank you so much for your time today. Right, so I'm sure it's going to be a full house today, and we indeed very appreciative of everyone. Oh yeah, quite good to know that I have quite people to recognize. We are all very important, but then I can see very, very prominent players of these projects already in the house. All right, so the program really, our algorithm is just to start and end. So there are really not going to be too many ceremonies as it were, but thank God we started with that song you got. That song you got is actually Nigeria's World Summit Awards theme song, donated to the world, and exactly was donated by Programmers Foundation. We use it to celebrate our winners anywhere in the world they are celebrated. And it has become a very popular song. If you go to the channel, you'll be able to get that song. So today, we're particularly very, very glad that young people all over the country are now becoming aware that governance is not only about people in politics, but that when they say the youths are the leaders of tomorrow, the tomorrow is like we passed it some time ago, and we need to go back and dress up our beds, and that's exactly what coins the word innovation bed. That we really need to go back and dress up our beds is the reason why we're all here, and I'm very happy that at the acceptance and of course the efforts so many of them have put in across many states before today. And the way we operate, Innovation Bed is a virtual house. We have a national house, and just like we also have a state house. And one individual youth from Nigeria is doing one thing or the other to influencing innovation around his immediate region and communities. And that is the whole essence why today is a virtual town hall, and we are proud to be here. Let me just, at the moment, recognize Engineer Mustafa. How are you, sir? Thank you so very much for honoring me. We really, really feel very, very honored. And Engineer Mustafa Ibrahim is the Senior Special Assistant on ICT to the Executive Governor of Kano State. So, sir, let me just see your participation, just a high, so I can share the program and we can get the program started. Hello, sir. Okay. We may need to confirm the sound from our honorable much later on. So I'm sure the rest of the state, sorry, I may not really understand or I may not actually identify your state people. So once in a while, you can please seek to let me know that, perhaps in your national group, so I can get the information. While I'll wait for some sound from our honorable, let me just share what the program of the day looks like. Permit me to share my screen, please. So if you can see my screen, this I want to do I want to have like a rundown of what the program today should be. It really shouldn't be a too long spent or so event, but then let's just have a rundown. First, let me just start by this image that we are able to see here, that youths of today and perhaps the entire Nigerian society should see our situation as a typical scene that looks like this picture. That it does not matter where sometimes you wake up in a 10-story building, in a 20-story building. Don't forget that your roots, if you are not the one being there, some people that you're related to you actually live in shanties and ghettos like this. And the whole essence why we need to get people to begin to think about their immediate environment beyond looking at government to do all for you is that whatever it is you do in school, we should begin to see how you imbibe certain innovative capacities to be able to offer certain solutions, which even the government will identify with you and invite you to help, because quite frankly, politics generally is also technologically disrupted. So innovators have a lot of power today that government will be waiting for and looking for you, where you have solutions to help them in leadership and development. So you can imagine kind of environments that we have, you can have technologies that can actually offer smart mobility, products and services to this badly looking community. Things around health, around energy, around education, even certain IoT services that could help agriculture within these communities, or perhaps even in the regulation or governance within these regions. How could it be open? How could it be user-friendly? How could the citizens be engaged? You realize that if all these things are not being powered by the citizens, government will never grant you all that you need to see, and we keep coasting along as if all is well, complaining. So that is the main reason why today youth across the states are there to make certain statements, to also join me as the national expert of the UN World Summit Awards to try to see how we can create the change. Now, so further down, which is the opening that I'm currently doing here, other people to join me on the event, we have a gentleman here, Mr. Pastor Wilson Adigite, will be joining us if he's not in the house already. He's actually of the, he's actually an educationist and is a member of Agitad, where Agitad is an association of ex-ACOCIDES, that is University of Lagos students who have come together to put up an organization, to put up a structure, to be able to influence corporate governance across the country. And he will be here to witness this event. And also in the house, before we actually get to start, we are actually going to honor our dear sister, a sister-in-law of mine, and that means, and of course, a major collaborator on our Programmers Foundation projects here in Nigeria, and who actually passed on a few weeks ago in Houston, Texas. And she'll be buried in 2 days' time. And of course, in 2 days' time, while we are putting all this together, we will spend some time to honor her. And much later on, we have a young lady here, Miriam Adibanke, who would actually be sharing with us, particularly the youths, because I'm much bigger now. They'll be sharing amongst the youths how you can actually teach yourself certain things. Take, for instance, students are currently not on campus. They are not engaging their career. They are not actually engaging the academic programs just because of the impasse, because of institutional organizations and governments and all that. But then how can they begin to do some stuff and begin to use the power of the internet to advance, especially some very respectable areas of IT profession, which in this case is the area of UX/IX designs. And we have Lagos State. Lagos State will be actually speaking to Ondo State, please. Ondo State is the first person that we have here. And I'll just give a model. As we get into the program, every other state will take the same model, and their various comments and all of that will be able to see need why certain slogans were allocated to the state governments in Nigeria. Take, for instance, I'm looking at Ondo State right now. Ondo State is actually, it has a slogan as the Sunshine States. If I go further down, I have a state like Imo State. Imo State is the Eastern Heartland States. And next, I have Adamawa State. Adamawa has land of the beauty, sunshine, and hospitality, and so on and so forth. We have Kwara State, that is the state of harmony, and so on and so forth. We also have Delta State, the big hearts. And we're trying to say that in each of these regions, we try to encourage the use of that region to make sure they can actually begin to innovate, and we now begin to see products that can help that government of those regions so that those states can actually live up to their expectations. If ordinarily we can, like I also remember, a state like Zamfara, it says is the state of minerals or something like that. Okay. So you now realize that if you have such a strength, such an advantage, how could certain indigenes of the state innovate to try to see how the advantage of that being the wealth or what they are known for, how could it come to light, and how could the state take advantage of innovation to power that dream? So we don't begin to have dreams that are sometimes on manifestos as 10-point agenda, 15-point agenda, or 20-point agenda, which sometimes are even distracted from the visions and what the essence of the state was supposed to achieve, which we think innovation gaps is what is causing all of this. So as we go, quite a lot of other states, youths are there on ground to be able to make comments here and there. And by this, the whole essence of this program is to see how we expand the word, the campaign, and the need why students have to innovate across the entire country. So at this point, I will want our dear Honorable Engineer Mustafa. Is your sound okay now, sir? Hello, sir. Is your sound okay now? I am our dear engineer. I'm Honorable Engineer Mustafa Ibrahim is the Senior Special Assistant to the Executive Governor of Kano State, and he has been there very much early at the beginning of the program, and we are very, very happy to accord his presence. How are you, sir? Honorable, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm fine. How is the program?
Thank you so very much. You want to share a word with us, sir?
Not that really. I'm very happy to be part of the program, or especially this particular one that we meet. This is the second time I joined the meeting, and I'm very happy and enjoying it very well.
Thank you.
Whatever is supposed, it will be here to the Kano State government.
Thank you so very much, your Honorable sir. So thank you so very much for that comment. I will at this point that we should just take the honor of I'll share back again the picture of our dear sister, and so we could just share a minute silence, and we wish her peaceful rest. Yeah, so at this point, we commit the life of Dr. Mrs. Martina Edebo. May we commit her life to Christ, and of course we say, may her soul rest in perfect peace. A minute silence, please. Yes, may her soul rest in perfect peace. Amen. Thank you so very much, everyone. Yes, I think I can see all my friends in the house. I have Delta State, Google Robotics. Google Robots, is your sound okay now? Hello, is your sound okay?
Can you hear me?
All right, okay. Please, can you just introduce yourself? From what state? Ajayi Victor.
Ondo.
Please introduce yourself properly before you begin to talk. We'll follow the program. Just let all the states present. Actually, just introduce yourself, your name, your states. Okay, Mr. Ajayi Victor, please introduce yourself properly from Ondo.
Yeah, Ajayi Victor from Ondo State.
Okay, great. Another states, I may not know what order. I can see Imo State. Michelle.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Go ahead, good afternoon.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Emmanuel. My name is Michelle Ogwanya, and I am from Imo State. I will be representing Imo State in this wonderful and amazing project.
Thank you so very much, Michelle. Thank you. What other state is available? Yeah. Oh, Mr. Ifeanyi also Imo State. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
I have to
The more
introduce
the more the better. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir.
Excellent, excellent. You're welcome.
Yes,
Yes,
I'm also representing Imo State.
Imo State has been very early in programs. Which other state, please? I can't see all my states reps. Where are they? Salim, sorry, Salim Maigari. Is that Bauchi?
Yes, yes.
Oh, please, Bauchi, go ahead. Introduce yourself briefly.
I am by name Salim Megari.
Excellent. Bauchi State, great. I can remember that very well. And we've had from, okay, go ahead, please. Go, just introduce yourself. Right, so, okay, Delta, Google Robotics, is your sound, do you think your sound will really give you some good time today? At any rate, let me just see how I just follow the program a little bit. Let me just see how I take on from following the program a little bit. Please permit me to just invite Miriam Adebanke Amos so that she can just do her thing and we can do our stuff continuously. I mean, later on from the state level. So Miriam in the house, are you okay?
Yes, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Can we see your face? Are you reporting from where?
Yes, I'm trying to do that. Can you see me now?
Your video, we don't have it.
Very bad.
I'm going off on WhatsApp.
Okay, while we wait for her, which other state is here? Oh, sorry, let me just take a friend. Mr. Victor Omiyedun. Mr. Victor Omiyedun. Very ancient and old banker. Right. Right, and one of the earliest users of my software of more than 25 years in the capital markets. Old banker, sir, how are you? Please introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. You have done that already.
Great, great. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. There, nice to have bankers in the house. Right. Is Adebanke ready now? Oh, she exited, perhaps to come back. Ondo, Mr. Ajayi. Mr. Ajayi, what would you say from your general house? Why are the other states not in here? Any apologies? Oh, looks he is also freezing. He's also freezing. So Adebanke, are you ready now?
Sorry, I think I'll just stick to audio.
Okay, great, great. You have been challenged. Go ahead, please. Please, what do you have for us? What do you have for us? Who are you?
My name is Miriam Amos. I recently started exploring the IT sector and it's been an interesting journey. First time I heard about UI UX, I was very surprised there was a role in the IT industry that did not involve coding. I was very excited. UI UX designers were formerly known as web designers, but now there are new roles that have been created, and I'm sure more will come up as to that aspect. For me, I'll say UI UX is one of the most innovative areas of IT because you're solving problems every time for companies, for brands, and so on and so forth. So I started learning UI UX and I'm self-taught. I learned on my own on the internet, and I will leave a few points to how I started my journey and how it's going on for me right now. So the first time I heard about UI UX, I was told by my uncle, and I was very surprised I didn't have to code like I said before. So I went, and this brings me to my first point, which has to do with research. They tell us all the time, Google is your best friend. It's indeed your best friend. Everything you need is on the internet. All the answers you need is on the internet. You just have to research. I got into researching, learning about UI, UX, which are two separate roles. So you can choose whichever one you want to go for, but I prefer the two as they work hand in hand. So UI is the aesthetic element side of the designing process, while UX is the user experience, how the user feels about your product and the experience they get from it. Now, the second point I have is building your foundation in UI UX. Apart from learning about it, when you have to know where your strength is, what's your field, what do you enjoy doing? Like I said, user experience, if you read about it, has a lot to. So I'll use websites and mobile apps as examples rather. The user experience aspect is the aspect where you make a lot of research. Now you're solving problem as to mobile apps and the likes. What do you need to make it user-friendly for the users? What makes it easy? What makes people want to stay on your app? What makes people want to download your mobile app? That's the user experience aspect. And if you're not really a designing process, then that's your best bet. That's your aspect. And if you're an extrovert, that's your aspect as well. You will be on the field a lot, making research about how people feel about certain products and how easy it is for them to interact with those products. While if you're very familiar with design, a lot of us do the little designs. We have a lot of people are very familiar with Canva, I believe, and they are templates, but you're still designing something. So as little as this designing process are, there's something. I've done makeup, I have done photography, so I knew this was something I was going to enjoy. And I also like analyzing things, so I've chosen UI and UX together as a combination, but you can go for anyone you want. Now, learning on the internet, there are a lot of courses that give you certificates that you don't, it's not everything that is monetized. I studied journalism, so coming into UI UX was a bit challenging for me, and I had to build my background in it. So I took certificate program, which you can as well. And I've not taken a lot, but it goes a long way. YouTube is also your best friend. If you're very familiar with videos and it's easy for you to learn with videos, then YouTube is very good for you. The third point I will give is be surrounded by good designs and good designers. It's very important to have a mentor in everything you're doing. Get somebody who's been there before you. It makes your process a lot more seamless and easier. Get somebody that inspires you. Get somebody who is good at what you want to start your journey in. It is very important to do that. That's my third point. The fourth one is get a design tool that is easy and very practical. Personally, I recommend Figma, which is what I use. Figma has a lot of tutorials themselves, and even if you were to search right now for Figma resources, it gives you a lot of designs and even their process, which you can import into the app and work hand in hand, side by side with it. It shows you the entire Figma process, how it was designed, which is also very good. My fifth point is find a problem and solve it. I used MTN app as an example recently. MTN just upgraded their app. And before, if you were to share airtime with somebody, you will mostly type I myself have made a lot of mistakes sending credits to the wrong number. And recently they put a feature there with a phone book icon that takes you to your phone book, and you can just get the number directly and just send your airtime. That way you're not having to type numbers, going back and forth, mixing numbers and the likes. It makes your process very easy. And then they've also put another feature where you can put your card and buy credit directly, not crediting your phone before converting it into data. You can get your data directly. So that is a problem that was there before, and a UX person has been able to solve that problem for them. My final point to be create your portfolio. Your first design will always be your worst. It only gets better. So once you start designing, keep all your designs, because that's, you're building yourself already. You're going to go backwards, look at the things you've done and see how far you've come, the progress. Everything you need, like I said before, is on the internet. Just make sure you take your time. It can be overwhelming. You will be anxious, definitely, but that's just the beginning. It's something you're new to. You would not be an expert immediately you start it. So definitely, I feel UI UX is something that will supplement income, and is one of the top sectors right now in the IT industry. And trust me, it's going to be a lot more broad. And like I said before, I'm self-taught. I learned on the internet. The tools on the internet are free. Figma is free. It's a web-based tool, but it's free, and it also has offline benefits which you can use. So definitely, I think everybody should try that. And it's not just for the youth. Anybody can do UI UX. Anybody can definitely excel in it. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so very much, Leah Adebanke. She runs a startup called Studio Fears, and I'm happy to also be associated with her. She's the youngest of the Amos's family. And you see, I always like it when I hear people come from journalism and they quickly find a spot in IT. And sometimes most people in the IT are yet to even find their level yet. Why is it always so? Let me speak with my other friend, Mr. Lekon. You are, I could hear someone talk about the UI, UX, and you are almost a coder, just like they were trying to also describe me, and I never like anything UI, UX, UI, whatever. So, Lekon, are you there?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, how are you? Do you know you have somebody like this in the house?
Yeah, no, I didn't even know that she was into something.
So she's still somebody you would have to work with on the project that you're currently on. But then, I mean, how do you see what she has just said with what most of us, particularly someone like me, do from the back end?
With few of the things that she has taken down, that she has provided to us, that's a lot of real information to even put in. And I'm happy that we have her in here, and she will be a very
I like that. I like that. All right, thank you so very much there. So we advance the business right now onwards, and I would actually want to take on the states. Let me actually look at Ondo. Ondo was in the house. Ondo was in the house. Okay, I think it's out now. Ondo is no longer here. Sorry, Shamsu Mohammed, what state is that?
Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you? Shamsu Mohammed, what state?
Hello, this is Zamfara State.
Zamfara, yeah. So where are the Zamfara techies?
Maybe they are coming, sir. We have not. So maybe
we actually said this was supposed to be a very smart event. We do not want to just stay here forever. So people should have just considered the timing, and that's why I'm worried, because the National House, we never see apologies from anyone. And
okay,
we all were there to make sure that we work to time. You know, it's a busy weekday, and that is why we didn't want to disturb people where they are at work, so that about this time we can all, get in and we are done. We are not supposed to do more than one and a half hours, please. Now, please. Okay, but then, can you speak for them? Okay, please just contact them while I take.
Let me contact
I can see.
the SSA.
All right. So, Your Excellency, sir, Honorable sir.
Yeah. I want to suggest. I want to commend what she have already said. To me, this is a project that requires dedication, and I want to recommend that a revolution of IT today, this innovation program is beyond creating app or web design.
Right.
I want to call on the House to concentrate on or to expand our thinking, more especially in the area of technology and the security and governments at all. Because I was thinking sometimes that the world is moving towards technology and we Nigeria have nothing even to show off. So we are going to carry the shoulder of this country, to carry this country on our shoulder to at least move it, more especially in the area of technology. So I want commend the House to at least take advance in the area of technology to come up with innovative ideas, to come up with the new technologies that can show to the world that yes, we are Nigerians and we are moving forward, more especially in this area. As you can see, I'm on my way to a program. I'm also in the car already.
Oh, great,
so
great. So sorry about it.
I just want you to put it in maybe our agenda.
Yes.
We have to come up with something that will have our security personnel, that will have our country, that will have even our youth technologically. Thank you very much. And
I appreciate you, Honorable. In fact, let me just share a word before you go, sir. That particularly the next I wanted to share now was to take us to the page where we can see all the innovations from Nigeria in the last 10 years. And I'm sure maybe you have been privy to that information before. But we are using this to let these people know that it's not new. Nigerians like them have been trying it, but we are trying to see how we can sustain it and make sure that we can spread these capacities. You know, so we're actually in tune with that because open government security is most critical in that aspect of that category. And I'm happy that even the products I'm getting right now, we are beginning to see things in that direction, which I'm going to show. Even some of the submissions that I'm getting already for this year, we are already having something related to that. But sir, if I ask a question, how is it easy to get government's attention to support these local innovations that have been celebrated globally? We always have that problem. We have that problem.
That's what we have been trying to address since, in the sense of creating innovative hub in every state, so that every individual can showcase whatever talent he has in that capacity. Then from there, government will take on. So we are planning. We even had a meeting with all ICT SSS in the country, and with NITDA too. We tell them that they are very far to the people. So we want their service to come down so that local man from village can maybe benefit from their intervention in that regard. So we have been working with them, with national and the state, and to create at least a window that everyone can be easy access to it. And his idea will be benefited to the country. So we are working and we write a several memo to government. We tell the government that we have all the potential. We need government intervention to bring it out, and we are working for it. I know that Yobe State ICT Hub is already done. Zamfara is already done. It's Kano that we are working. I know that we have been working with you in to actualize that hub in Kano State.
That's right, yes.
Aduna State have already done their own. So we are working collectively to address this issue seriously.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Just to let you know, because this harmony, it will take governments to recognize the local, and then it can now make sense. You see, that's why for me, I just want that we actually congeal and we can really have that understanding.
That is our number one priority. We want everyone to have access to the government and have confidence on government that whatever he has, government will support him and move on.
Thank you so very much for your time, sir. Thank you. I'm really highly honored. I'm sure before the end of the day, we have some of our other states to also join us, but then we'll just keep going. We really don't want to make it a too long event and all that, but then we appreciate your time, sir. Thank you so very much. So please, can I have Imo States? Imo States. Imo States. Imo State, please, can you make your presentation? Or presentations?
Good afternoon, everybody, once again.
Well done.
So, there is no presentation for now, as we are still trying to get innovators and get support from our state.
We're not expecting presentations per se, like we told you, it's just the comment from the states, and we had a format. Mr. Manuel, can you do better? That's Mr. Musoro Ifeanyi. Can you comment?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Please go ahead. Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, okay. Imo State is the heartland of the nation, and it's we basically in Nigeria we are like at the southeast, and our vision is to get as much youths that are doing innovative things, which currently have some good networks, to get as much youths into a lot of innovation, to scale them from that level. They are presently, there are a lot of them on the street, some great things you see, and you'll be like, this talent is going to waste if the public doesn't know about it, if nothing is done to showcase this their innovation, or this their ideas, or this project they are working on to the world. So we are presently trying to gather as much people as we can and register them on the WSA program for them to be able to launch their products to the world. I believe this platform will give them that leverage, that push they need to fly.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Mr. That's a good one. And nice to also to have heard from Imo State. Mr. Mustafa Nuhu. Mr. Mustafa Nuhu, can we hear from you? Hello, Mr. Mustafa. Mr. Mustafa, can we hear from you? Let me move over to Ahmad Tijani Yunusa. Ahmad Tijani Yunusa. What state is that?
Hi, sir.
Ahmad, what state is that? Adamawa, right?
I'm from Adamawa State.
Adamawa, yes. Please just share a word with us from Adamawa State. Sorry. I think Bauchi, can we hear your word? Bauchi, Salim Magrika, can we hear from you, please? On mute. Bauchi, please give your reports. Just short. Hello, Bauchi, can you unmute? So where are people now? Aside, okay. Hafiz Shubawale. Hafiz Shubawale, can we hear from you, please? What states? Doesn't seem to be active. How about Sambo Ernest?
Okay.
Sambo Ernest, what state is that?
Yeah, Shobawale.
All right, Shobawale. Yeah. What state?
From Ogun State.
Ogun State. Yes. Where's your lead for Ogun State?
I actually saw the link through Miriam Amos.
Oh, excellent. All right, okay.
To see what we have.
Yeah. Oh, great. Because excellent. Because we have a lead for Ogun State, and it seemed not to be in the meeting right now. That's why I was surprised. But there are no problems. I'm sure if you just since we have your contact, of course, we'll share a lot more with you, so you can know where the group and the other information will be to join. Because Ogun State has a proper WSA group. Yes. Yeah, Ogun State has a proper WSA group, so we'll be able to connect you properly. I wanted to also hear from Sambu. Hello. Great. I wanted to also hear from Sambu Ernest. What state is that? Okay. Is Delta State ready? Google Robotics. Google Robotics, is your sound okay now?
Hello. Hello? Can everyone hear me?
Okay, try. We can hear a bit. Yep.
Yes, I'm ready.
Google Robotics, you always like sending your robot to talk to us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, very well now. Very well now.
It sounds clear. Can you hear me? Hello?
Shit.
Okay, speak to me now.
It's still very bad. The sound is still very bad.
Oh.
Wow, it's still very, very bad.
Hello, can you?
Oh shit. The sound is still very bad. Which other state is available there? Salim Maigari is not active.
No, it's my voice.
I'm actually chatting with you in the house. I'm chatting with you in the house. Right. So we actually, well, I'm looking at this, the state heads. Michelle, what do you think? What do you say to this? Michelle? Right? So what do we do? Where are these representatives? I was talking to Michelle. Michelle, what do you think? What's the problem? Why are they not here? They're actually getting me very, that means, of course, we need to shut those states down and get other active people from the states. We will deactivate all those states almost immediately because this is not done. This work is a lot of work and we can't, because of their own performance, mess it up. Right, so we'll call this program, we'll close this program up, but then let me just go to my next talk. The next talk I want to share with you is to share with you what other Nigerians have done in the last 10 years. And I will take you, permit me to go to the global web page for the World Summit Awards, so that from there we can imagine or begin to see WSA, what WSA is all about. So permit me to share my screen now. So I'll say the alumni. I want to share my screen again here. Let me know if you can see my screen. I hope my screen is available there. So where I am now is on the global website of the World Summit Awards webpage. And this page is actually meant for the alumni. If you have won this award before, your product identity, your name and everything will be here. So that in here, if you visit this place, you can Google any country around the world. You will see the projects that their countries have done or that their countries have won. So if you click here, you can see all the SDGs. If you click here, you see all the categories. The various categories that we maintain on the World Summit Awards are business and commerce, culture and tourism, entertainment and green energy, government and citizens engagement, health and well-being, inclusion and empowerment, then learning and education. Then later you have the smart settlements and urbanization. So any product that you are submitting must qualify to belong to these categories. Then in the various years, you can go back to more than 10 years ago to see what products have won on that global platform. Now, you can also come here and pick a country of interest. Like I want to show you in the last 10 years of my volunteerism for the country as the national expert. If I go to my country and see the works that we have done from Nigeria. Now, for this year, 2021, which is what I filtered. Last year, 2021, Nigeria had 2 winners. One is a product called Follow the Money. Are you with me? Follow the Money. And the second, this is Follow the Money is actually a senior category, while the Lend and Arm is the junior category. But Lend and Arm is a health project, while the Follow the Money is an open government project. And these 2 projects won by Nigerians. Now, if I go back to 2020, did Nigeria win in 2020? Yes. Also in 2020, we had an e-commerce project from Nigeria called Juni. And we also had another health project that won called Natal Cares. For some of you who are in the Innovation Bed WhatsApp group, all these winners are in that group. But guess what? If you guys are not serious-minded innovators will not want to relate with unserious people because they have paid their dues. Just like anyone, they have as much problem as any other person has. And they actually are there to help anybody who is serious. Now, if we go back to 2029, did Nigeria win? No. In 2029, Nigeria neither won at the World Summit Awards nor at the World Summit Youth Awards. But there is another award that is what's it called? That is actually in conjunction with the World Summit, called the Joseph Umdash Award. A Nigerian won that award and they represented Africa in the same 2019. And that company is called Check It Up. Check It Up producers are in the Innovation Bed WhatsApp group. That year, 2019, Check It Up from Nigeria was the only country that won and represented Africa on the Joseph Umdash Awards. Then 2018, did Nigeria win? Yes. 2018, we had two winners, Carrot Estates, which is carrot.ng, we call it, and the other one is Max Okada. The same Max Okada that you people are known for transport, their innovation actually won a global award that year from the junior category. And these two projects were celebrated in Portugal in 2018. Now, 2017, did Nigeria win? Yes. We had just one winner. And to be frank with you, if your country has one win at all, you should celebrate. Because of all the 190 or 190 countries that participate, very few will be lucky to have products that win. Because of all the many submissions, only 40 products will win on the global stage. So for you to even have one out of the 40, you should be lucky as a country. And this is why if you look at our records, compare it with perhaps any other, maybe African country, Nigeria has actually done so well, but we have not done well enough that we need to even influence Africa so that the entire Africa can participate much more qualitatively and competitively at this global stage. So we're actually not joking here. It's a major sacrifice. You may not be the one to own the product. It could be somebody next to you. It could be somebody in your school. It could be somebody in your environment. But the issue is that, can we try to encourage them to bring up their products and contest? Because some of them don't even know that there's such a platform. And please take note, we do not dole out money, but these people, we have taken them to where the whole world has seen them, and quite a number of them have benefited from several grants. You innovate to have a product and people see you with your products and they can put money on you. Nobody gives you money without you showing what you got. So when I hear people say they need money, you better just go to sleep. Because whoever gives you the money never knows what you want to use the money for. So you have to innovate, create something, and they must see your traction. Okay? So there are rules. Now, in 2016, Nigeria had 3 clear products. A product called Fill Your Tank, another product called Chowberry, and another youth category product called Africa on the Rise. And these are outstanding creators. They don't have 2 heads. They are Nigerian youths. Now, in 2015, that year, Nigeria did not have any win. Now, in 2014, yes, a product called Omomi was discovered in 2014, and another product called Wiki Ninja. Now, Omomi is still doing very, very well. Dr. Charles Amiemi from Delta State is doing very well. It was discovered in 2014, and these are young people. They were just graduating as medical doctors when they actually created a product called Omomi that won at the World Summit Awards. So some of us are looking for, that already baked environment, and you're going to hear more. And then in 2013, there's a product called Transparent Nigeria. Jeff Okorafor was supposed to be in the house here. I don't know whether for now. But then Transparent Nigeria won in 2013. We had 3 winners that year. We had Okmoimo, that is Tablet of Knowledge. That was won by Osun State government. And the last product is called Opinion Nigeria. Oh, sorry. The first one is Transparent Nigeria. It was won by Uchechi Iweala, the son of the current Director General of the World Trade Organization. And these are very young people at the time. I can remember Uchechi Iweala was still in Harvard. He was still a student when he won the World Summit Awards. In fact, these 3 winners were celebrated in Sri Lanka. The governor of Osun State, now Minister of Interior, Engineer Ralph Arebeshola, then with the Uchechi Iweala and Jeff Okorafor, All three, actually, we were together in Sri Lanka for them to get these awards. Then in 2012, we had, look at that, iPolice Mobile, iWatch Nigeria, Globally Educated, online webinars for Nigeria at the time, and budgets. Now, who knows that budget that is still very active today in transparency of government across Nigeria and even outside Nigeria, doing fantastically, do so well, were discovered on the World Summit Awards from Nigeria. This is a lot of hard work. Then, 2012, you had Play My Jams, you have End Kerosene and whatever, and these were winners too, and as of 2011. Then you can go back and forth like that. Then 2010, we even had 2 projects from then. But then this is actually all I can say, because during my tenure as the national expert from 2009, this is the range of activity. And if you can look at this activity and compare with several other countries, you still stand up as #1 across the last 10 years. So, and our goal now, I'll stop sharing now. Our goal now is actually to use this capacity, this faculty of people, to recreate and influence the next generation of Nigerians. So it's a very clear, you know, guys, it's a clear initiative of what is possible by Nigerians. Okay, so I'll stop my talk at that point, and I think, except I take your comments, if we do not have any other thing to do, and I just call it a day. Any other comments? Any other state? Do you have any question? I can see Taiwo Oguleye. I can see Taiwo Oguleye. Let's have your words, please. Mr. Taiwo Oguleye, that should be Lagos State. Tijani, you have spoken, right? Ahmad Tijani, you have spoken?
Yes.
Okay, but then I can see Lagos State. It doesn't seem to be there near his program. I can see a new friend here, Jabir Yahaya. Can you want to share who you are, your states? Any question? If anybody has any question, please, let's ask the questions, please.
Okay. Hello, my name is Ahmad Tijani. You know,
yeah, please, go ahead, please. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yes, from Adamawa State.
Yes, any question, please, go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, because the reason I'm not joining time is it is the network problem that I have in my area. So the question here is, I have already invited some many youth that we have so that to come and join this conversation.
The point is, where are they? They're looking for where they are spreading money.
It's all about what.
But where are they? Where are they? The issue is that where are they? We don't share money here, and that's why they're not here. See, they don't encourage anyone, but then we'll just keep doing what we need to do anyway. But then I can see the effort you have made in Adamawa, quite frankly, because I follow you in your group. So I really can commend you for that a lot. I wanted to hear from Taiwo Oguleye from Lagos State. Right. Without any other question, anybody has any other question? Otherwise, Mr. Victor Omiyedu, you can help me to wrap this event up as I close it. Your comments, what do you think?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Amos. I feel that maybe going forward, people should get set, get ready, so that they make their presentation so that it can be beneficial. Every time we spend here is very valuable.
That's right.
Time is money.
Yeah.
So people need to get ready and get serious. we cannot be talking about development when we don't have innovation. Innovation, we want to bring development. So each state have to be very competitive to be able to get something tangible from this group. I think this is free, and people should take advantage of it instead of playing with it. That's what other countries are looking for, and they don't have the opportunity. So I will encourage everybody, those state representatives, to be more serious, to be more determined, so that they can showcase what they have. And then before we know it, then we can produce a Bill Gates of this world and Elon Musk of this world.
Thank you so very much, my friend. Thank you so very much, my friend. And I think we'll just rest it on that note. Thank you, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you.